All right. Hey, bud, this is Kevin here with Coach RJ McDonald.
Hey
Coach,
man,
how are you
what's up,
doing?
Kevin? How are you, man?
Doing great.
Yeah, man.
Thanks. First of all, man, the field looks
Yeah,
great. I
yeah, it looks good.
cannot wait a week from this Friday. Obviously,
Yep,
I have a big game this week.
yeah, for sure.
Then next week, get to play the first game out here. But just when you look out there, you see that beautiful
Yeah,
turf and all the improvements here. It's got to make you feel really
yeah,
good.
man. Yeah, absolutely. Administrationally,
Yeah.
man, they've been on that stuff from the start, and
Yeah.
uh, you know, I hate we didn't get to be out here last week, but
It
in God's
happens.
timing, we're gonna be
Yes.
out here. So, I think it's just a really awesome thing,
Yeah.
and for our kids, and. Not only just football, but
Right.
flag and soccer, and
Yeah.
just everybody to be able to use it. And I think that's going to be, good with the rec and everything. So, the biggest thing for us is, I think we've got to just continue to just, utilize and be grateful for what we got.
Yeah, no doubt. You guys had a huge win this past Friday.
Yeah,
I know y'all opened with a tough loss to Beulah. That
yeah,
was a game you easily could have won, but that happens in sports. And the guys obviously focus and practice, and
yeah,
they came out and delivered a heck of a performance this
yeah,
Friday, didn't
yeah,
they?
yeah, man, absolutely. Beulah County that was a tough one.
Yeah,
We were kind of, I ain't gonna say down in the dumps because we
yeah,
were up and we should have put that away, but
yeah,
just we gotta flush it and move on, and we did, and we came out and we did what we had to do last week, and that was with Beulah. All right,
yeah,
we had to flush it and get after it, and we ran the football well and we
yeah.
stopped the run, and that's the keys to a good game and good game plan, and that's what we did.
Yeah, it's a rivalry game too, so you never know
Yeah.
how that's going to play out. So it's
Yeah,
always
yeah,
fun to beat
for
those
sure.
guys.
Absolutely, right down the road,
Yep,
and Coach Corse's got a good football team. He
yep,
does a good job, and I think for us it was a good bounce back,
yep,
and especially with all the adversity the kids faced last week,
yep.
not being out here, and it kind of set them back a little bit.
It
But
did,
I
yeah,
think the biggest thing for us is we just got to continue to push and have our guys keep doing what we've been doing.
yep. Another big game this week. Get
Yep.
to go on the road for a third straight Friday to
Yeah.
start the season.
Yep.
But I know that's always a tough ball
Yeah.
game, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's tough going 3 times on the road. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie, but it's just it is what it is, and
yeah,
we got to just put our helmets down and we got to go. We can't make excuses,
yeah,
and I think for us is. Uh, Polka's a really good football team.
yeah,
Coach Hall does a great job over there, and he's got a really good coaching staff with the guys there. One of my old mentor, my boss, Coach Mike Glisson at Smith Station.
yeah,
He's the offensive line coach
yeah,
there, and a couple other guys that we know and have ties to. Coach Bird, Coach Stone, they all do a great job, and so it's going to be fun, and I think it's going to be a really good atmosphere
yeah,
for our guys. I think it's their first home game too, and so we just got to continue to. When we're on the road, we just got to
yeah.
continue to lock in, stay
Right.
locked in the whole
Yeah.
time, and for that's from 8 o'clock when we get
Right.
here on Friday morning to,
Yeah.
to the end on, and so we just gotta keep doing what we've been doing.
Yeah, man. It will be nice to be at home.
Yeah, oh no doubt, man.
Man.
I will be happy. I will be the happiest person in the world if we can play here. So
Our player of the week is
yeah,
Darius
yep,
Morgan. Really enjoyed talking to him.
yep,
Told me that was his first interview, and you couldn't tell.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
a pro at that.
That's
He's a
good.
guy that he's out on the field a lot.
Yeah, he
He
is.
told me he
Yeah,
if he needs to be out there every single snap, he will be. And you've
yeah.
got a few
That's him.
guys like that. And I know you really appreciate players who are willing to
Hmm.
give everything to the team.
Yeah, for sure. And I think for us is, with him, yeah, he's done a really good job. He's been a 3-4 year starter for us, and all state football player, and
Yeah.
he's got schools after him. I mean, he's got everything, and he's got all the tools to be successful.
Yeah.
His dad played here, all that stuff, and you can tell he loves football.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, sometimes we got to drag him through practice sometimes,
Right.
but that's on Friday nights when
You want
when that light cuts on, man, he's a different guy.
Yeah.
And that's at any level. And I tell you right now, he can go play anywhere in the state, and
Yeah.
I mean that. And but that's great. I'm very proud of him. I'm proud of what the offensive line is doing for
Yep.
him on the offensive side of the ball, and defensively, he's doing his part on the D line, and everything as far as the back end goes, we're hanging in there and
Yeah.
doing a really good job and growing every week. So
Yeah.
that's really all you could ask for.
I know you have guys like Darius that play both ways and spend a lot of time on the field
Yeah.
on Friday nights. That's really where that summer conditioning
Yeah.
comes into play, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we do a really good job of that, putting our foot down on
Yeah.
it. And I think during the summer we had a great summer conditioning. Those guys did a great job. All the coaching staff did a great
Yep.
job with that, and you could tell, you know, we're pulling away sometimes
Yeah.
from guys rather than, you know, kind of pulling back. And so,
Yeah.
and that's been a really good sight to see as far as how we're growing with that and staying in shape.
Yeah, we'll hopefully go on the road, get a win, get
That's
over
it.
500, and
That's it.
then come home next week, and that's going to be a big
fun
night
time.
with the
Yep.
Coach Story dedication and
Yep.
everything.
Yeah,
so,
for sure, man. Absolute senior night, Coach Stewart dedication.
right.
It's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a fun night. You know, busy night, but
Yeah,
you know, we're gonna be happy to be back home. But hey, we gotta focus on Loachapoka and get a win this week. So I appreciate everything you do, Kevin.
all right. Thank you so much,
Yeah, man.
Coach.
Appreciate you.
All right.